what else is the seller unintentionally giving away kind of this bad information that could lower their deal price?
Yeah, I think the key one is letting the buyer know that this deal means more to them than anything else. So, the key thing is saying, well, I hadn't really thought about selling my business. So never, ever say this. I hadn't really thought about selling my business. So this deal has come along at the right time. And it might sound like an innocuous thing, but actually what you're saying is, well, you're the only guys with the hat in the ring. And that actually then puts all the power onto the buyer. And they're going to, if they're a sophisticated buyer, then typically they're going to be putting all of the pressure on. The minute that a buyer realizes that the seller is basically naive, then they can pull every trick out of the book in terms of manipulating perceived value. And a lot of those things will be making the due diligence process really long and hard, and then price chipping right at the very end. So one of the key things that a seller can do to not give away these things right at that, that opening conversations, is to make sure that those opening conversations are as if there's 3 or 4 bidders. So you get it into, as a seller, get it into your head that there's potential bidders, because there might only be one offer on the table right now, but this is preparing you for perhaps introducing other potential buyers.
Right.
So actually giving away that power of, because it'll be a casual conversation right at the very beginning that then becomes almost like a desperation at the end, because there is only one person involved.
And I'd like to give a tangible example of what that is. Like, we had recently somebody who said, a great buyer who's contacted me over and over wants to talk about, and I'm ready to talk to them. And he said, I want to start that conversation, but I also had a couple other people who have reached out to me over time. And I said, well, we should engage all of them at the same time to kind of push them all forward. Like, hey, you requested in the past. And so now we have several buyers in play, even though the first one was the only one that initiated contact, right?
Yeah.
So